This is Mark Chandler, President of ACT Solutions Corp. Salt to taste, building cleanser viscosity with style and grace. The structures that are built when you add salt to a surfactant system to build the viscosity are a whole lot more complex than I had realized initially. What I'd pictured is that the salt, when added to a surfactant system, would expand the micelle. And yes, there is some of that going on, but more what's happening as you add salt to a complex surfactant system is that you end up getting an elongation of the surfactant molecules and micelles, so that you build a wide structure that's elongated, builds branch points, and also gets entangled. So as that viscosity goes up, the structures are being made more and more complex with the more salt that's being added. If one's ever added salt to a batch of shampoo, that can be quite exciting. When you add the salt crystals to a batch of shampoo that you intend to foam, too much shear, a lot of foam. Too little shear, and you're waiting forever for that salt to dissolve in your system. Making a salt solution is okay, but there, adding that concentrated salt solution, or if you make a more dilute solution, a lot of times what you're finding is that you're adding much more water than you had intended. So you're taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back. What we found is that if you make a premix of the salt with Zemea bio-based propanediol, you can make a flowable solution that can easily be added to the batch of shampoo, so that you can, in a much more controlled manner, with a whole lot less shear, add that salt to your system so that you can get good reproducible results with low shear and low foam in your system, so your throughput can be much more quick. There is the possibility as well, because the Zemea has a complex interaction with the micelle, that you may be able to add less salt to your batch. And obviously, a dream world within that salt viscosity response is that salt curve is nice and flat, so that you're adding smaller amounts of salt and not getting a steep viscosity response. But formulation realities don't always allow for that, and at times you will have a very steep salt viscosity response curve. So being able to, in a very controlled manner, adding the salt can make life much less exciting. And in this case, not exciting is good, because where you don't want to be is at that peak of the salt curve and falling down the other side. And also, a big trend today is sulfate-free. And what we're finding is that with these non-traditional surfactant systems, our monovalent salts like sodium chloride are not effective in building these complex worm-like structures. But polyvalent salts are, and those polyvalent salts are more reluctant than the monovalent salts to go in solution. Again, a premix with Zemea can be really a beneficial step in that process of making sulfate-free systems that have that nice, not only viscosity, but rheology that we're looking for, the flow that the consumer is looking for. So building systems with high viscosity, easily and quickly and efficiently. So salt to taste. Make a premix of Zemea and salt, and you'll have better success.